I don't know if he sees it or somebody shows him, but his eyes gonna get on it though.
We are joined by Georgia linebacker Smael Mondon, and we were talking before we started recording about how Kirby Smart sees and hears everything in the Georgia program. Did you have a tweet or an Instagram post or anything that got called out in a team meeting, or that got you called in the office?
Nah, I wasn't really like big on because I don't really post a lot anyways though.
Yeah.
You know, when I post I be trying to be like extra careful because I don't want to be that guy that's like, posting nothing crazy.
You know, I know you're way younger than us, but like if we would have had social media in college, I would be dead right now. So it's probably
I wouldn't have a job. I know that
because we didn't have to think about that.
Yeah.
What is that? I am curious what that's like. Because you Athens is a small town. Everybody knows who the football players are. How on high alert do you have to be when you're in public that just all eyes are on you?
I mean, yeah, it's the thing you gotta be like aware of for sure. Just because you don't want to be doing the wrong thing, and somebody catch a clip of it or somebody records you, and you're probably not even doing the wrong thing, but it just looks like that.
Well, just even if they catch you talking in a rude tone of voice, they're we'll see what we got. I can't even imagine that fishbowl. But also the flip side of it is it's a pretty great place to be when you're winning football games.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was my last 4 years there. It was the best 4 years ever.
What was it like? So your freshman year was 2021.
Yeah, the first natty year.
You get in there and you look like you're looking at the defensive line in front of you, and it is Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Trayvon Walker, Nolan Smith. Does it amaze you that there's that much talent in one place?
Yeah, now for sure. Me and Ty, the other UJD lineman I had, we were just laughing about that the other day, talking about how when we came in, we thought we was gonna play as freshmen. Ty was talking about he seen Trayvon, and I was like, man, I seen Quay, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get the lab.
So Quay Walker was your wake up, that's not a human being that I'm like.
I was like, man, I gotta take this serious.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I can't even fathom, just even with the way that the sport's headed of having that many good players, but being a part of the teams that, did some really special things at Georgia. I mean, what was it like just to kind of be on that journey, even if some of them happened before you were, at your prime there?
Oh, no, it was good for sure. The first natty year, to see them go in there, see how they went about their business, see how they went from week to week, and every week was a new week. They didn't really try to look past nobody. I feel like that helped us a lot the next year. We went 15-0 and then won that next one.
Well, did it feel like the second time there was more pressure on you guys?
I wouldn't necessarily say more pressure because it was a different team. Overall, we had it's kind of a new defense. A lot of people, a lot of the big faces that was on there, Jordan Davis. A lot of them left out. N'Kobe Quay, a lot of them left out. And then on offense, a lot of those guys left out. So it kind of felt like a new team. So it was refreshing.
What is it like when you're taking on the N'Kobe and Quay are gone, and you have to take on a leadership role?
So when my sophomore year, I wouldn't necessarily say I took on a leadership role. I was kind of more so just trying to get my own feet right and focus on myself because I was my first year starting, first year playing and everything. I feel like I had a lot more to worry about on myself to before I could start trying to pour into others. But my junior year and senior year, it was easy, seeing them. They was good examples, so it was easy to learn from them.
Andy and I were talking about yesterday on the show of usually when coaches win at the level that Kirby Smart has won, kind of like when Saban was doing it at Alabama, that the general public starts hating that person, right? Because that's what people do. They hate on success.
Yeah.
What is it do you think about Kirby Smart that because I don't really think people hate him?
It's the speeches.
We're gonna have to ask him about that.
I play the speeches for him all the time.
Oh, yeah,
but the ones that get leaked out, we don't bleep them.
What is it truly like to play for Kirby Smart, and why do you what is his actual coaching style outside of the 2-minute pregame speeches with the F word in it?
So the 2-minute pregame speeches, that's pretty much a lot of practice. Y'all probably heard the microphone, but it's good though. It kind of it toughens you. He knows how to toughen people. He plays mind games. He does on purpose. He a real smart dude. So he'll do that and it'll he builds you up through that though. So it kind of makes you stronger. It makes you it gets you ready for game day.
Do you remember one that he did with you?
What,
a mind game or a lesson or a motivational tactic or something that he did maybe early in your career or something that you take with you?
I don't know, not off the top of my head, but
translation, not that I can do on a podcast.
Yeah, but nah, he was real good to me though. Like he's somebody like I credit a lot of my success to, like him and Coach Schumann for sure.
Well, it's interesting. Because I talked to Will Muschamp about this a few years ago, and I said, everybody says that people are changing, players are changing. You can't coach them hard anymore. I'm like, I watch you guys, and you coach them hard still. Yeah. What is it about? Is it you guys? Is it that you particular guys who pick Georgia want that, or is it that they manage to do it without crossing a line?
Nah, I mean, they definitely let you know that like before you come to the school. And then if you ask around to the players, like when I was a recruit and I would ask the players that were there, or like the players that are getting recruited in high school, they would ask me about what Georgia was like. Like they know that coming into it, and like they accept that because like they see the results of it. So like a lot of guys know that going into it.
Download that PrizePicks app. Use the code Staples. Play $5, get $50 instantly. So all of those former Georgia defenders are going to have to deal with Patrick Mahomes. Now, you only need to worry about Patrick Mahomes throwing for a yard if you take the almost free square that PrizePicks is offering for the Super Bowl. If he goes more than 0.5 passing yards, you win that square. The way PrizePicks works, you pick multiple squares, as few as 2. The more you pick, the higher the potential payout. So you got Jalen Hurts, 215.5 passing yards, more or less. You got your Travis Kelce, 62.5 receiving yards, more or less. You got your Saquon Barkley, 112.5 rushing yards, which this is an insane number for an NFL. Like, that's more than Ashton Genty in the college.
I mean, every single time he plays a football game, he breaks off an 88-yard run. So, I mean, it's had this debate yesterday, and I'll have it again. It's just like, is he the best running back of like my generation in the NFL?
So sorry, Giants. So sorry.
But he probably would agree in that scenario. It doesn't mean it's not heartbreaking.
But Saquon's been so good that PrizePicks number of 112.5 rushing yards does not feel extravagant.
It seems likely
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So download the app, use the code Staples, play $5, get $50 instantly.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you see how many draft picks are coming out,
you
understand too that like, good players are going in, but great players are coming out.
Yeah.
You kind of like know that's part of the deal. Do you think that's the reason why Georgia's been able to maintain its success over the years?
Yeah, for sure. I think like consistency, like in everything. Like Coach Smart, like I say, every year is a new year. Like it's never the same team, so it's always like he always kind of like not necessarily like reinvent it, but like it's like a different. I don't know. I want to say like a different approach, but like it's like a different team. Like you can't just try to do the same thing you did every year. But it is like a formula we use though, if that makes sense. I kind of like said 2 different things, but like I don't know.
Andy always plays whenever I'm like we do a Friday or Monday pick show where we're picking the games, and it's like, Georgia's playing a team that's really good, and it's a 1-point spread, and I don't know, and he just goes. You hold the phone out and just play like a pregame Kirby Smart.
It's always the one. It's either the one before y'all went and played Florida. I want to say in
freshman.
Yeah, well, the halftime one when he's talking to one of the offensive linemen at halftime, and he's telling you it's 0-0.
Somebody want to break somebody.
That's right.
Yeah. Nah, that's that mentality he instills in us for sure.
Yeah, that's I just.
That fires you up, though.
Well, no,
sure.
I live in Gainesville. I went to Florida, and when Florida fired their last coach, I wrote that the athletic directors just listened to that speech over and over again and realized that's what you're up against every single day.
Probably.
So, Smael, I got to ask you this. So, with this pre-draft process, are you just ready to move to Philadelphia? Have you already started?
I was going to say,
you just go on Zillow in Philly.
I mean, it'd be like a dream, for sure. Like to go up there with like a lot of the guys, like
just recreate the entire Georgia football program in the NFL, and they're also doing what they're doing
defense again.
No wonder they're the Super Bowl. I mean,
bringing the defense back over there, Georgia over there, But really, any team I go to, it's like for real. Like I don't really have like a. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I actually do think about this though, and I know you're at a job interview right now. So, but it's like, what's it like that your home could be LA, it could be Seattle, it could be Cleveland, it could be Miami. Like you have no idea. Like it could be literally anywhere, and and that's gonna happen. What, in 3 months, 2 months? So like. What's it like being in your position of like, well, it's going to be good no matter where I go, but like also having zero idea of the type of city you're going to be at, the area of the country, or even like the climate?
Yeah, I ain't even thinking about it like that. I kind of got my stomach turning whenever you got.
Oh no, I'm sorry, man. I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing though for sure. And
You'll probably have a nice place no matter where it is.
That's
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. But I haven't really like, cause me personally, I didn't travel like around too much in like the U.S. So like I don't really like. I've been to a couple cities, but like a lot of the NFL teams, I never been to that city though. So it's like it's gonna be somewhere new, like for sure.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I'm trying to think of like Georgia, like in the SEC.
York.
You're not.
Well, and you're from Dallas, Georgia, so you know Atlanta's not far away. So it's not like you hadn't been around a big city, but but
no, but I can imagine that he's never been to Seattle or Portland,
right, and you know
San Francisco.
Well, that's I grew up in the South and didn't travel much, and like I didn't see New York till I was 25 years old. Like. It was wild seeing all that stuff for the first time and how different people live. So yeah, that is Ari. Now you got him.
I mean, I think that's like really super exciting.
Like, but it is like you're going on a new adventure here. So
it is crazy though. But I've been excited though. You know, my family really excited.
So before we let you go, what's your goal here in Mobile this week?
Just go out there and just do the best I can. You know, I had some foot problems, so I just really go out there and show them like my foot not an issue. You know, I finished the season good on it. Felt the best I ever have, you know, since my sophomore year, if not better than that. So just go out there, show them the foot not a problem, and just have fun, fly around, and compete.
I think that's
do you call Kirby right? Yeah, do you call Kirby right before practice? Like, coach, I need like 30 seconds worth. Just go.
Nah,
break these.
I was texting him the other day though, when I was on the way to the airport in the Uber, and then like he kind of said some stuff. I was like, I bet. Like, he still believe in like confidence in you, so that helped a lot. And then Coach Schumann too. Coach Schumann been texting me, helping me. So like, really just like I'm gone them, so I can't help them anymore. The program, but to see them still like trying to help me, like it means everything.
Smael, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.